Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I decided to tell you about some of my most embarrassing high school experiences so far. They're just the weirdest. I'm still not over them. I'm in 10th grade right now, and I did a lot of stupid things between last year and this year. So I decided to tell you some of them. Hopefully they make you laugh. It's kind of a little story time video, except I hate the word story time. I know that everyone's like, hey, we're doing a story time video today, and I watch story time videos. I hate the word story time video. I think it sounds like you're in 2nd grade and you're gonna go read a picture book to a class. You know what? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna have a mature adult discussion right now. Just kidding, we're not, because I'm 15. But I just think it's stupid. I also just want to say I am like the smartest person in the world because I don't have a light diffuser for my ring light. So I just took a bunch of pillowcases and put them on it, and it works perfectly. I'm kind of worried that they're not like flame resistant or something, so I'm like, but I'm pretty sure pillowcases are, which is why I use them, and it's not like my ring light's hot. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think, if anything embarrassing has ever happened to you. So let's just get right into the video. Basically, I'm going to be trying to do all of the stories in order. So we're gonna start with beginning in 9th grade. Haley's texting me! Story number 1. It was the first few weeks of school, and you know, I was trying out new clothes. I was in high school now, have to be cool. I wanted new shoes. I went to the mall with my friend and I was looking for shoes. I'm pretty short for my age grade thing. I'm not that short compared to my friends, but like, I'm just short. And I saw a few older girls, probably like seniors or something, wearing high heels. Not like really high, they were just like 2 or 3 inch heels. So I saw some in a store and I was like, hey, these are cute, which they were. And I was like, I'm gonna buy them. I didn't realize that some people can do high heels and walk in them and others can't. I definitely can't. I buy them, I walk into school. First of all, I'm walking weird all day. My friends are like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I was like, okay, look, you know what? It's cool. So then we're at lunch. I'm sitting with my friends. There's the cafeteria part where you buy the food with the napkins and stuff, and then there's the tables. So at the tables, I go to get a napkin, I think it was, and I have to go in the middle of this cafeteria. I'm by myself. My friends stayed at the table. There's some tables around, and there's this big open space near the place where you buy the food. So I'm walking up there, and my foot just gives out, and I freaking pretty much fall in the middle of this cafeteria. Like, it was so obvious that I was just falling. I look around and I was like, nobody saw it. It's fine, no one saw it. I go get my napkin, walk back to the table, and I sit down just trying to play it cool. And my friends all just stare at me for a solid 5 seconds. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you realize we all just saw you fall, right? Story number 2. Freshman year, I was just wearing this sweatshirt. It was like a shirt with a hood kind of thing, one of those. I thought it was one of those shirts that looked like the Inside Out style. And I'm at lunch once again, and my friends look at me and they're like, dude, what's up with your shirt? And I was like, what? And they're like, it looks like it's inside out. I don't know, something's off. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, it's not inside out at all. And I look and all the stuff looks inside out, and I'm like, yeah, this is totally the style. They're like, dude, it's not a style. Definitely something's wrong with it. So this is a freaking sweatshirt, not just a regular shirt. And I look and I realize it's completely inside out, meaning the hood in the back is inside out too. Meaning it's so completely obvious that it's inside out. It's not a regular shirt, it's a sweatshirt. Story number 3. This is the last one from freshman year. The ones from this year get better or worse for me. Probably better for you to listen to. They probably get more funny. So once again, I'm at lunch. I swear all of these stories are gonna be lunch because in my other class it's just like, hello kids, let's do work. And I'm like, why? I'm eating my bag of chips. They were Lay's barbecue chips. I still remember, I'm just eating them casually, having a nice time. Me and my friends are just having a conversation as usual, and I look down and my chip has brown spots on it. I thought that was normal, right? You know, barbecue chips are brown. Look at this barbecue chip. It is brown, correct? Yeah. I continue eating it. I get another chip. I look down again and I realize that there are ants all over these chips that I'm eating. My first instinct is obviously to throw the chip. You know, instead of throwing it on the ground like I should have done, I threw it to the middle of the table, in between everyone else's lunches. These ants are crawling everywhere and my friends are like, what is that? And they're completely like stunned, and I'm like, I don't know. This Lay's chips bag is filled with ants, and I'm like, what is going on? So obviously my friends start screaming, I start screaming. People were probably staring at us because we're all screaming, and one of my friends goes and gets napkins, and she comes back over and I wasn't gonna do anything. I was literally standing up, like far away from the table. I was like, I'm not touching ants. I have a fear of bugs. And she starts smashing all of these ants, and I still had the lunchbox that all the ants are in, and it's a nice Vera Bradley lunchbox, probably was like $50. So I text my mom and I'm like, look, there's ants all over. I literally take the lunchbox and just throw it in the trash. Or I had my friend do it, I had somebody do it, just throw it in the trash. I was like, I'm not keeping it, I'm done. And then I literally had to leave school early because I was so shaken. On to sophomore year, story number 4. This one's bad. So, second day of school, I walk into this class that I didn't have the day before. We're at assigned tables. It's like a cooking class thing. We assigned seats on the first day. So I sit down with this group of people. I think they were a year older than me. The teacher's like, okay guys, you know, welcome to the class, blah, 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 syllabus, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, they said they're not letting in 9th graders. Raise your hand if you are in 9th grade because we did have one earlier. I was convinced I was a freshman. I don't know what my problem was. Everyone in the class has their hands down. People in my grade that I knew were my grade had their hands down. And I sit there and I just go. So she was like, oh, that's cool. So do you like the school so far? And I was like, yeah, I like it. And my friends are at these other tables just staring at me like, Julia, what are you doing? And I don't know, I was just kind of confused on why they weren't raising their hands. I was like, guys, we're in 9th grade, raise your hands, even though we aren't in 9th grade. She starts asking me questions. She's like, oh, you must be really special. You know, they don't let freshmen in this class. Did you go to the middle school around here before? And I was like, no, I went to this school last year. I went to the high school. And she's like, but wait, you just said you're a freshman. And I literally sat there for a minute like thinking, and then it clicked. I looked at my friends. They're all staring at me traumatized. And I look at her and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not a freshman. And the whole class starts cracking up. I was so stupid not to know what grade I was in on the second day of school. Story number 5. This is also about this cooking class. And me and my friends are just cooking in this class, you know, cooking it up. So we had to cut some onions. Stupid me is like, hey, I'll cut the onions. We get to pick our groups by this point, so I'm with my friends, and I start cutting this onion, like whatever, and I didn't realize that my eyes are sensitive even to anything. Like the light I'm looking at right now, my eyes like, ow. My eyes start burning, mascara's in them, so I just can't open my eyes. So I'm closing my eyes like this. I'm like, guys, I can't see, I can't cut these anymore. Like I can't even be in the same room. So I have to walk like away from the kitchen area, and I have to stand there in the middle of the room with like my eyes like this. So I'm sitting here like literally there's all this mascara and like water going down my face. People are probably looking at me, I don't know, because I was closing my eyes. We eat whatever we made that day, and I go to my next class. You know, made sure no mascara was left on my face. My next class is history, and people are looking at me. I don't know why. There's nothing left on my face, like I stopped crying, and this girl looks at me and she goes, so did you decide to wear your apron to class? In that cooking class, we have to wear aprons. They're bright blue, have a bunch of food stains on them, and I'm sitting in history class with it on. Meaning that I walked through the halls with that apron on. I could have passed anybody important. I have no clue. I stand up, try to take the apron off as I walk up to my teacher to ask her to go back to the class and return it, and I can't get it off. So I walk up to my teacher after I finally got it off, and I was like, hi, can I please just return this to the cooking room? I accidentally stole it. Sprint down the hall, walk into this room. There's a whole other set of students in the cooking room now, and they're all like, what is this girl doing? Story number 6. Once again, we're at lunch. This year I have lunch with a different group of people, and we're sitting there and we all decided to go get cookies at the cafeteria because our cafeteria sells cookies and they're pretty good. And we're walking up and there's this table of boys. They put their backpacks next to the table, just on the ground, because sometimes we do that. I didn't see their backpacks. So I'm walking past this table of guys. I trip over the backpack. I don't mean I tripped, I mean I went all the way down. So I'm laying in the middle of the cafeteria floor. My one friend turns around and looks at me, starts cracking up. I hope you enjoyed those. Let me know if you found those funny or interesting at all. I hope you guys really like this video. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. I post videos every Sunday. They're all different types of videos. Yeah, I hope you found those funny at all, maybe. I'm not the best storyteller. Let me know if I need to work on that or if you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next week.